What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. For this one, I said I was going to start introducing the FACA JTAC element into some of the missions, and that's what we're going to be doing with this one. So I did do one with the FACA not that long ago. That was just getting our feet wet with it. I have been working with that off camera just to have it a little bit more fluid to understand what's going on with it and how it works. So I really haven't done it that much, but this one is going to be a little bit different because now I have, like I said, a better understanding as to what they're saying, what everything means, etc., etc. It's a lot of information to take in at one time, and you have to know what they're saying in order for it to work fluid. So, little disclaimer, if you guys see me looking down a couple of times, I am writing down on my kneeboard. Yes, I do fly with one. It is helpful. I do fly in VR, but my headset does allow me to look underneath through my peripheral vision, so I can actually see what I'm looking at down there and jot down information as needed. I do have a 9-line card on my kneeboard, so I can write down information as it's given to me. So, like I said, just bear with me for a second or two as if you guys see me looking down a couple of times. So, this is going to be a little bit of a upgrade or a spin on a previous mission I did with an airport takeover, except we goosed it up a little bit. We have a lot more threats down there, and instead of them being static targets, this time they're actually going to be able to shoot back at us. So we got to be careful. I have taken a few hits already doing this and trying this, because I did start putting in actual targets to start working with it a little bit better to get a better feel for it. And yeah, they're not happy that we're there dropping bombs on their head. That's for sure. So here's what we got. We got a group of insurgents that took over Henderson Executive Airport with quite a few ground forces. As you guys can see here, we have a couple of BTRs and insurgents. So we got 40 targets in total, and we still do have a couple of static targets out there, so it's more like 50 or 60 targets. I forgot how many static guys I got out there, and they are BTRs. They're not insurgents, so they are on the larger side. So we do have an MQ-9, as you guys could see right off my starboard shoulder just a little bit. That little black speck or dot in the sky up there, that's our FACA. So that's our forward air controller, airborne. He's up there. He's going to do his thing. We're to launch out of Nellis. We're going to retake that thing and get them out of there. So our whole objective here, go high, get fast, do good work. I will show you our loadout once we unpause. So as you guys can see, we're up in the A-10. Nothing better than to go lay waste to tell somebody to get the hell out. You don't belong here. Alrighty. So here's what we got, guys. We have 4 times CBU-97s with cluster bombs. We have 6 times AGM-65 Mavericks. Those are going to help out with the BTRs as well. And we have 4 times the Mark 82 500-pound GP bombs, or general purpose bombs. Or, as everybody else knows them, dumb bombs. Along with that, we all know what the A-10 is known for. And that's the mighty Galway Avenger right in its nose. So we have 1,150 rounds, depleted uranium rounds. We're going to go cause some trouble for them. So, let's get this bad girl turned over, get the engines warmed up, and let's get the hell out of here. Here's our power. All right, let's crank up number 2. Alright, fans turning. Looks good to me, sounds good. Gauges look good. There we go, there's our hides. Looks like this cloud layer is gonna have fun with us. Let me get you guys a quick shot of the MP9 while the A-10's engine's spooling up. There's our Reaper. And there's our collection of bad guys. So let's drop down to the ground for a second. There we go. There's the merry band of idiots right here. Oh boy. Oh boy. This should be interesting. If we can get one good bomb right in the middle of everything, oh man, it's going to be all over for them. Alright, here's number 1. Alright guys, let's see what we can do with this one. There she comes. Alright. We're almost there. Alright, let's seal our lid, and it's just us and the A-10 for a little bit. Alright. Everything is stabilized out. Everything looks good. Alright, here we go. Let's push it up a little bit and let's start rolling. Here we go. Alright, runway 3. We're going to take 03 right for this one, not 03 left. Seems how they don't like us taking off on 03 left for whatever reason, but that's okay. I wonder what they're going to have us drop first. I have a feeling it's going to either be one of the Mark 82s or one of the 97s. We'll see what happens when we check in with the JTAC, or the FACA rather. We'll see what they want us to do. Let's get our flaps down. So we're going to need them for this one. Just trim up a little bit because we are heavy. But nothing the A-10 can't handle. Alright. Looks good. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's make our turnout, get lined up. Look at our clearance. I know he's unable to clear for takeoff.
Unable to clear for takeoff.
There it is.
Hold 5.
And here we go.
Cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 28.02.
Alright, guys. Here we go. Power's coming on. We're rolling. Needle's alive. Alright, we're bobbing. And we're flying. We're airborne, guys. Gear up. Flaps up. Alright, here we go. Just like that, nice and easy. Let's climb out a little bit. We'll get a little talk on, and we'll check in with the JTAC rather, and we'll get our talk on from there. Alright guys, let's check in with our FACA JTAC and let's see what he's got to say and what he's got for us. Playtime, 4 or 5 minutes.
Log 5. This is Chevy 3-1. Type point in effect. Advise when ready for 9 line.
Here we go. Ready to copy.
Line is as follows. 1, 2, 3, NA. 2,500 feet. MSL. APC. Column. Papa. Victor. 6813831 8. Marked by Willie Pete. 0. No factor. Egress. South. Advise when ready for remarks and further talk on.
Remarks.
Use
0080. Copy 9 line.
Read back correct. Report IP inbound.
Alright, guys. I had a feeling they were going to have us drop one of the bombs first, but let's see what we can do. Alright. Don't want to get too held up in this cloud layer so we can't see, but we'll make the best of it. Let's level out here. Let's get ourselves set up. We're not going to arm the bombs just yet. Let's get a little bit closer and then we'll arm up. So he's going to drop a WP on the deck for us so we can see where our designation is, and we'll work off of that. And again, just so you guys do know, in case you did a little bit of reading and digging, I am flying the A-10A right now, which is the Flaming Cliffs airplane. And obviously, as you guys can hear, the FACA JTAC works perfectly fine. Alright, there's our airport. IP inbound.
Hog 5, continue.
Alright, let's arm up. Bombs are armed. 97s are selected. We're going to go for a CCRP drop on this. We'll select that up in a minute. Here we go. CCRP selected. Let's get our designator set.
Mark is on the deck.
Alright, let's see if we can see this thing here. No joy. Oh, there it is, tally. Contact the mark.
From the mark, northeast, 114 meters.
In hot.
Hog 5, cleared hot.
Alright, here we go, guys. Let's hold her steady. Let's come for a nice CCRP drop. Let's see what we could do. If we get one right smack in the middle, we should be pretty well off. Alright. Steady. Fall line. Here we go. Bombs away. Strike. Copy, miss.
Hog 5, continue.
Shit. Alright. Alright, we screwed that one. Ooh. Yeah. It fell forward. That's not what I wanted. Alright. That's alright. Just come back in. And we'll get a better vantage point on them. I'm just going to come back over Vegas International over here, I believe that is. And then we'll run back in. Alright, so we're off to a little bit of a bumpy start, that's alright. We'll get it. Let's recenter our designator.
Mark is on the deck.
Contact the mark.
From the mark, west 45 meters.
Copy. In hot. Alright, let's get a little bit of the picture as to what we're looking at here.
5, cleared hot.
We got our clearance. Pip. Unlocked. Alright guys, here we go. Let's try this again. See if we got a better outcome on this one. This time I'm not going to flare off. I'm just going to ride it straight out. I really need to line up straight down this runway though. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Steady. Steady bugs. Steady bugs. Steady. And 3, 2, 1. And bombs away. Hold her steady, hold her steady, hold her steady, hold her steady. There we go, bombs are off. Let's power and get the hell out of there. Watch for the strike. Ah, shit, we're bombing the wrong runway. Oh, that's our problem.
Hog 5, target is not destroyed. Cleared to reattack. Use AGM 65D.
We'll go. Copy, miss.
Hog 5, continue.
We're bombing the wrong runway. Oh, that was a wasted 2 CBU-97s. We bombed the wrong runway. That was not good. Alright, let's see what we can do with the Mavericks. So this is the first time you guys are going to see the Mavericks being deployed on this channel. They're pretty cool. We're using the Deltas, obviously. So those are the IR version of the AGM 65s. I'll play with the TV guided ones later on, but for now, let's see what we can do here.
Mark is on the deck.
Contact the mark.
From the mark, south 140 meters.
In hot.
Log 5, cleared hot.
Alright, here we go. Lock. Rifle. Rifle.
Log 5.
Rifle.
Abort, abort.
Oh, they're shooting at us. Oh, they're shooting. Oh, I saw that. They are not happy with me. Oh boy. They are not happy with us. Oh. Alright. That was a little bit better. Let's try that again. I don't know why he called us off, but it's alright. I am a little annoyed about the CBU 97 thing, but that's alright. It happens. The best part about DCS is it's a simulator. We could try it again. There's another shack. Not bad. Ooh, there's another one. Jesus. Alright. There's another one. Holy Toledo. Alright. Wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm more looking forward to the gun run. Let's face it, that's the best part of the A-10. And if we have to go back and land and rearm, we will, and we'll come back. I'm perfectly fine with that. Back up. Alright, let's go. In hot.
Log 5, cleared hot.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Slow our designator down just a little bit. Let's see, let's lock right there. Perfect. Rifle. Rifle. And we're off. Watch for the strike. That missed. What the hell was that go? What were those going for? Really?
Log 5, target is not destroyed. Cleared to reattack.
Copy, miss.
Log 5, continue.
What the hell did those lock onto? The desert floor? More than likely? Huh? That's great. Alright, so we got one more of these things left, and then we got 4 Block 82s and the gun. Hopefully we could get a solution with the 82s and the gun. Contact the mark.
From the mark, southwest, 190 meters.
Alright, let's make another run in. Hog 5-1s, in hot. In hot. Come on, thing. In hot. There we go.
Hog 5, cleared hot.
See if I can get a better picture through the smoke here. Not really, but... Rifle. Oh, and that one's stupid. Really? Oh.
Hog 5, target is not destroyed. Cleared to re-attack. Use Mark 82.
Copy, miss.
Hog 5, continue.
Yeah. Alright, so it seems like IR missiles on a hot desert are really not a good idea. Alright.
Mark is on the deck.
Contact the mark.
From the mark, west, 200 meters.
Copy. Yeah, they're definitely shooting at us too. They're not happy about us, that's for sure. Yeah, I got 4 chances with the Mark 82s to make this right, and then we got the mighty GAU-8. Let's see what we could do. CCRP. In hot. So let's frag ourselves, otherwise we're really going to be in trouble.
Hog 5, cleared hot.
Thank you, Mr. Wagner. Call sign Wags. Locked. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's see what we can do. Bombs away. Oh, they're shooting. Oh, they're shooting. I saw that. Oh, I saw that. Oh, there we go. Shack. Copy, miss.
Hog 5, continue.
I've been saying copy, miss a little too much than I would like to on this run, but I'm going to give us a little bit more separation for this one. Let's see if I can slew our designator a little bit further down than where we've been planting her. Let's see what we could do. I really have a feeling the cannon is gonna be our best friend.
Mark is on the deck.
Contact the mark.
From the mark, north 150 meters.
Copy. In hot.
Hog 5, cleared hot.
Let's try that. Alright, let's try this. These are our last two bones, and then we're with the good old gun. Bombs away.
Hog 5, target is not destroyed. Cleared to reattack.
What
Use
the-
guns.
Well, go. Copy, miss. Copy, miss. What the hell is...
Hog 5, continue.
What is this thing locking onto? What the hell is going on here? Alright guys, I'm sorry about this. This is really not anything what I thought it was going to turn out to be. This is kind of a disappointment, to be honest. I don't know what the hell this thing is locking onto, but whatever it's locking onto is not what we need. The first two drops were my fault. The last couple just sucked. We got a couple of good shots with the AGM-65s, but jeez, what the hell is going on here? Now we're just going to pepper the runway with the 30 Mike, and that's going to be the end of it. Next time I'm going to run with the CCIP drop instead of the CCRP drop.
Mark is on the deck.
Contact the mark.
From the mark, southwest 50 meters.
In hot. Let's see what we can do here, guys. Let's see if we can give him a bad day.
Log 5, cleared hot.
That's a nice tank you got there, buddy. That's about to be not so much of a nice tank. Guns, guns, guns.
Altitude, altitude.
Oh, we just took a hit. We just took a hit.
Log 5, 1, unit destroyed. Re-attack is authorized.
Copy kill. Thank God, finally. Only took us 6 missiles, 8 bombs, and half of our gun. Jeez. We definitely took a hit. Everything looks alright. Nothing feels out of ordinary, so it should be okay. The A-10 can take a lot of punishment, so... I have a feeling we're going to be landing back at Nellis, rearming and coming back out. Because we are going to finish this job off. So I apologize about that now, guys. It might be a little bit longer of a video than usual, but that's okay. The more time in the air, the happier I am. See if we can shot a couple more on this one. In hot.
Log 5, cleared hot.
There we go. Guns, guns, guns.
Altitude, altitude.
Oh, wow. Ooh, we did a number there. Something went boom. Yep, there we go. Alright, we got one more pass with what we have left of the gun. We're gonna go Winchester and then we'll come back. Wow. And this time we're gonna come back with more cluster bombs and a couple of Mark 82s.
Log 5, 1, unit destroyed. Re-attack is authorized.
Copy kill. Okay, there's 2 more down. Wow. We'll see what happens. If we can, maybe if we can place these rounds pretty good, he might check us out. We'll see what happens. In hot.
Log 5, cleared hot.
Last couple of rounds, guys, and then we're gonna go back. Let's make these count. That's it. Awesome. Oh, here we go again. And there's another hit. Oh yeah, we're coming back. Oh, we're coming back. Alright, let's check out, go land, get some more. Rearm, refuel, and come back. Checking out.
Log 5. You may depart.
We'll be back. Hang tight. We'll be back. Ooh. Shack. There's another one. Let's push it up a little bit. Let's get home. And then we'll come back and we'll lay waste to the rest of them. Shack. It's another one. Wow. All right, let's get an external view of ourselves. See what our let's do a quick little BDA. Ooh. Yeah. We definitely got hit, all right. Okay. We definitely took a good hit. That's for sure. But the old girl's still flying like it's nothing. Honestly, guys, I don't even feel the difference in the controls at all from taking that hit. Or those couple of hits. It doesn't feel any different than normal. Alright, let's start our approach here. It's nice and easy because she is injured and I don't want to find out the hard way to lower speed that something's really jacked up. So it's nice and easy with it. Boards out, slow her down just a tiny bit. Okay. Flaps, gear. It's the best speed brake out there is our landing gear. Puts quite a bit of drag on the airplane, so here we go. Let's make a nice, easy landing here. Alright, we're on speed. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's bring her down nice and gentle.
Altitude, altitude.
Yes, ma'am, we're landing. You moving to the left. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Come on, baby. Nice and easy. Nice and easy, girl. There we go. Atta girl. And we're down. Oof. Yeah, alright. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen, but alright. We're okay. We're alright. Alright, we made it home. Yeah, I got a little squirrely for a second there, but we're okay. So arrow brake her a little bit, and alright, boards in, flaps up. Alright, let's go land. Let's go taxi this thing over. We're gonna rearm, refuel, see if they can fix our wing for us, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna try this again. Alright, here's the end of our runway. Uh-oh. Why are we skimming that way? Come on. Slow her down.
Hold 5. Taxi to parking area.
Alright. Alright, so if you guys that have flown DCS before, you guys know that any of the FC3 airplanes or the Flaming Cliffs airplanes, or for the guys that are curious for it, in order to rearm and refuel one of these things, you have to taxi over, shut down completely, let the engine stop, open the canopy, and then you could rearm and refuel. So that's what we're going to do. Let's spin this thing over this way. We're not going to go too far from here. Let's spin this thing around right over here. Yeah, this works. Okay. Alright, let's get the canopy up, and then we're gonna shut down that. Alright, so let's let number 1 wind down. Taxi out on number 2 the rest of the way. And we're just gonna park right over here and let them do their thing, and then we're gonna get out of here again. Alright. Alright, that's shut down. Let's get our rearmament screen going here. So we're gonna go Oh, we only burnt through 30% of our fuel, not bad. Let's go 100%. Let's get all of our ammo back. Alright, let's load up with that. 97s. We're going to get rid of these things because let's put a couple of Mark 20s on here actually in place. Mark 20 at that. Okay, that's the 97. 97. What the hell? How did that happen? Alright. Do I want to take... You know what we're going to do actually, guys? Let's do this. Let's put a couple of hydro rockets on this thing just because. Why not? Because we can.
Copy.
Alright. So
Copy.
let's jump onto the outside here. And you guys will be able to see them. Alright, there's our fuel pump, so we're getting the fuel. I'm just gonna have a sip of my drink really quick here. This part could be
Refueling complete.
Alright, so there's our refueling. Like I said, this part could be a little time consuming to an extent, but it's okay. Alright. There's our gun ammo. Here's our rocket pods. Our Mark 20s. There's some of the 97s, there's our 82s, and there's the rest of the 97s.
Rearming complete.
Alright, guys. Let's get out of here again. So, I'm just going to pull my other kneeboard card up for a second, guys. Don't mind the fidgeting around for a moment while the engines are starting up, because we are going to get a new 9-line tasking order from our FACA, so we got to be ready to copy that down and do what we got to do with that. So our loadout changed a little bit, so we'll see what they're going to have us do this time. I have a feeling it's going to be similar to before. We're going to drop our CBUs first, or the Mark 20s first. We'll see what they want. Number 2's up. We still do have an injured jet, but that's alright. She can handle it. And I do have to say, guys, the Next Level Racing Boeing Sim Pit, absolutely amazing. It'll let you do Boeing missions like this and still be comfortable at the same time. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Super happy I ended up purchasing this. My back and my ass definitely thank me. This is what allows me to do multiple videos and long missions for you guys. Alright. Let's taxi out and let's go. Back out. Alright, same thing. We're going to take off 03 right. And we're going to follow a similar pattern that we did when we first took off. So let's see what happens here. As you guys can see, our FACA is still up there. Is right off about our 10, 11 o'clock-ish, more like our 10 o'clock right up there. So we're going to go back up, check back in with him, and get our tasking, and we're going to go finish this mission. And this time, Bugs is not going to bomb the wrong runway. That was still pretty stupid of me, and I'm still kind of embarrassed about that one, but like I promised you guys, good, bad, and the ugly. And that most certainly was bad and ugly. And let's see, maybe hopefully some of the smoke that will be left behind kind of cleared up a little bit so we can see what the hell we're doing a little bit more, but that's alright. If you guys are stuck around this long, thank you guys so much for watching. That really means a lot to me. I really do have a hell of a passion for doing this, flying, aviation in general, and the content creation, just to bring some sort of entertainment to you guys. That makes my day. So thank you guys again if you've stuck around this long. Alright, here we go. Power's coming on. Let's go do what we gotta do. Flaps down. Just trim up just a little bit. Because we are heavy once again. And we do have an injured airplane, so we have to keep that in mind. You see she's kind of veering to the right a little bit, so we know she's not too happy. But that's alright. Alright, up we go. We're flying, guys. Gear's coming. Flaps up. Okay. Oh yeah, she's still hurt, but I think she's still hurt, let's see. Yep. She is. That's alright.
Altitude, altitude.
We'll make it work. Alright guys, let me just check in with the JTAC again. Let's get our 9 line and we'll go from there. Playtime, 4 or 5 minutes.
Log 5. This is Chevy 3-1. Type point in effect. Advise and ready for 9 line.
Ready to copy.
Line is as follows. 1, 2, 3, NA. 2,500 feet. MSL. APC column.
remarks.
Use CBU 97. Final attack heading forward 0120.
All right. So we're on for our 97s again. Copy 9 line.
Read back correct. Report IP inbound.
All right, guys. Let's see if we can make a little bit better on this one, like we did before. Yeah, I don't see any. I know they're north of there, so okay. IP inbound.
Log 5. Continue.
Alright, let's arm up our bombs. We're armed up, ready to go. Alright. The 97s are selected. 2 97s. Okay, there we go. Slew our designator, get it ready. Where are you, baby? There she is. Contact the mark.
From the mark, west 300 meters.
In hot. Alright, let's see what we could do here.
Log 5. Cleared hot.
There's our clearance. Now I want to get a nice drop down this runway. Let's line up. Let's line up like we're landing here. Let's try that. Nice and easy. Alright, here we go. Let's get a nice little view what we got here. Let's slew that over a little bit. Whoops. Not that. There we go. Okay. Target captured. I'm going to give the CCRP drop one more chance to make good on what it did before. Alright, here we go. 2.3, 2. Alright. Bombs away. Hey, I thought we had 4 of them. Where'd they go? What the hell happened? And we missed again. Son of a biscuit. Not cool. I think we missed again, guys. Oh, oh, maybe not. No, we didn't. We definitely did not. Oh, we...
2 units destroyed. Reattack is authorized.
Copy kill. We definitely did not miss that one. Okay, never mind. Alright, the CCRP just redeemed itself. That was a little bit better. I don't know what the hell happened to our other 2 cluster bombs. No, we took off with 4 of them. only dropped 2 of them. Damn, that was a good hit. Shack. Let's see what he wants us to do next. Copy, kill. You got anything else on me or what? Let's see, I don't... Ooh, there's another one. Request tasking.
Line is as follows: 1, 2, 3, NA, 2,500 feet, MSL, APC, column, Papa, Victor, 6, 8, 1, 3, 8, 3, 1, 9, marked by Willie Pete, 0, no factor, egress, south.
Copy. Copy. Alright. This is going to be pilot's discretion on this one. We're going to drop Mark 20s. In hot. Actually, you know what? We're going to drop Mark 82s. I don't want to drop the 20s just yet.
Hog, 5, cleared hot.
Alright. Let's see if there's smoke again. And let's do our thing. Let's try this. Pip blocked. Alright, here we go, guys. Hopefully we don't get called off. Bombs away. Alright, we didn't get called off. That's a good sign.
Hog, 5, target is not destroyed. Cleared to re-attack.
Copy, miss.
Hog, 5, continue.
Woke up. Oh, that's right. I only have 2 Mark 82s. That's right. Because I have the rocket pods instead. Okay, I'm an idiot. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had 2 more Mark 82s on this thing, but guess not. That's alright. Alright, we'll go for a CCIP drop on the Mark 20s. We'll see what we can do with that. And then we'll come in with rockets, guns, and then we'll go home.
Mark is on the deck.
Contact the Mark.
From the mark, southeast, 400 meters.
In hot. block. Alright guys, let's see. Here we go. And bombs away. Bombs away. Ooh, shack.
Hog 5-3. Units destroyed. Re-attack is authorized.
Copy kill. Good kills. Good.
Guns.
Okay. Thought he wanted us to come out on a rocket run, but alright, that's alright. That was a good one. That was a good one. Alright, he wants us to come out for a gun run. You got it. Your wish is my command, Mr. Wags. Let's see what we can do here, guys. I really don't think there's going to be very much left at that airport when we are done, but that remains to be seen. Alright, here we go, guys. In hot. In hot. If you hear me repeat myself, guys, that's because the Viacom is not recognizing.
Abort, abort, abort.
Alright, we just got called off. Let's goose the power and get the hell out of here and come back around. Like I was saying, if you guys hear me repeat myself, that's because Viacom didn't recognize the command, so sorry about that. It does do that every so often. And the hat switch on my throttle that I use to communicate with Viacom can be a little finicky sometimes. I am looking at getting a new throttle at some point soon, but we'll see when that happens. Wonder why you called us off. Look, it's alright. There must be a reason. Alright. There we go. Let's come in. Let's try this again. Let's line up nice and then. In hot. Alright, there we go, that's better. Alright, he wants a gun run. He's gonna get a gun run. Alright, there we go. Guns, guns, guns. Hog 5-1's off.
Hog 5. Target is not destroyed. Cleared to re-attack.
Copy, miss.
Hog 5. Continue.
So a fun little fact for you guys while we're rolling out back up into our run-on position. And it's been said by A-10 pilots that for your gun, you want about a 1-second burst because you get a lot of ammo out of that thing in one shot, and you don't want to overheat the thing, and you want to be nice to it, so quote unquote. So that's, we're gonna try to adhere to that, as you guys saw by that last run. Yeah, the first one I got a little overzealous, I guess you can say, but let's try and stick with the parameters that are set for real. I tried to do that as best as I can. I don't know every single one of them. I'm not claiming to know every single one of them. Like I've said in previous videos and whatnot, I am not a military pilot. I have never flown a military jet before, as much as I'd love to. So this is all just for fun. But I do
Mark is on the deck.
read and study the stuff as much as I can for what's out there. Contact the mark.
From the mark, northwest, 140 meters.
In hot.
Hog 5. Cleared hot.
As long as it's not classified, I'll read it. And if it's classified, I do not want to know about it. I repeat, do not want to know about it. Jail time ain't worth it, baby. Guns, guns, guns.
Altitude, altitude.
Well, we sent them down the runway, that's for sure. And I don't think we hit a damn thing. And I'm sorry for so much talking in between, guys. There's only so much you could do to keep yourself entertained on a long sortie. I know some like it, some don't, so.
Hog 5. Target is not destroyed. Cleared to re-attack.
Copy, miss.
Hog 5. Continue.
Woke up.
Mark is on the deck.
Contact the mark.
From the mark, southwest, meters.
Woke up. It's right on top of him. If I have to estimate, we probably got another 3 or 4 runs in with the gun if we keep this up. I guess we're going to be cleaning up with the hydras. That works. Yeah, it's right on top of them. In hot.
Hog 5.
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh,
Hog 5-1. Unit destroyed. Re-attack is authorized.
copy kill. Alright, we took another hit. No wonder why the bad guys don't like the A-10. Or are afraid of the A-10. In hot.
Hog 5. Cleared hot.
Alright.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah, we're out my gun.
Hog 5. Target is not destroyed. Cleared to re-attack. Hog 5. Abort, abort, abort. Hog 5. This is Chevy 3-1. Tank 3 in effect. Advise and ready for 9 line.
Ready to copy.
Line is as follows. 1, 2, 3, NA. 2,500 feet. MSL. Infantry. Papa. Victor. 6800831. 2. No mark. 0. No factor. Egress. South. Advise when ready for remarks and further talk on.
Remarks.
Request rockets.
Copy 9 line.
Read back correct.
Alright.
Hog 5. Cleared to engage.
Alright guys, the APC column has been destroyed. The ones that are shooting at us at least. So the rest of the static ones, I'm not too worried about them. They're just there for dummy targets. The guys that are shooting at us, yeah, let's worry about them. There goes another one. Alright, so we just got another talk on, as you guys heard, for the infantry column. This time, the difference you guys heard, we got no mark. So we're gonna have to go on our smoke on the deck from the BTRs that we hit. And we're gonna have to work on from there, so let's see what we can do. Alright, here we go. In hot. Just got a couple of good hits on these guys. I'm not going to waste all the rockets, or try not to waste all of them, but we'll see what happens. That's what we got. Alright, we're Winchester. Checking out.
Log 5. You may depart.
Copy that. Good luck. Good hunting. I will see you later. Let's go home. Alright, let's get a quick BDA and let's go home. Not too bad. Alright, we look good. We look good. It's home, guys. Let's start working, get our landing config set up. Let's work on our final here. I'm not even at full power. I'm only 3/4 of the way there, and she's cranking at 300 knots. That's not bad for the A-10. Not bad for the A-10. Alright, I'm not going to really narrate too much for this landing leg, guys. I'm just going to bring her on in and bring her home. I'll be back with you guys in a couple minutes.
Altitude, altitude.
Alright guys, we're home. Let's taxi this baby over to the parking area and let's shut her down.
Taxi to parking area.
Alright guys, we're home. That was a long one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty long one. Like I said before, if you guys are still here with me, thank you guys so much for sticking it out. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope you guys picked up on a few of my mistakes on what not to do I learned from it, and we're going to change how we do a few things. I am going to keep working with the A-10 for you guys. I'm just going to get better and better at it. It's a lot of fun to fly it. I highly recommend you guys give it a shot. Again, thank you guys for sticking around so long. This is probably my longest video yet for you guys, but you all mean the world watching it. Your support means everything. With all that being said, please like, comment, subscribe for more. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.